A 4-point lead, and yes, he does. That's Turlock Herbert's 5th point of the game. And they lead by 4, 110 to 9 points, and still comes Ahane. That's James Moran. The ball very close to the sideline. Captain play by Ahane. Try to work it in field towards Sean O'Connor. Sean O'Connor try to get a second by the jury. Anthony Carmody is in there. Still Anthony Carmody tries to get room to swing a stick. Back there is the centre half back, who's Ollie Moran, broadens the shoulders, and there was that ball up towards Pat Earls. Pat Earls didn't get a stick to it. Out comes Pat Carey, the full back. O'Connor is out there. Look, Abby Hurley held. The referee leaving play go on over there to John Morrissey, a brother of the Kilkenny Inter-County Star. And this is one of the hand stops since that ball in towards the goal. Ricochets inside and it's gone over the end line and wide. Not too sure who the hand stops that came on because he's got a number as well. So the referee is looking at his watch. I make it 30 minutes gone. That Tal O'Grady with the puck out is the title on its way to the village of Ahane. As Kieran Carey said, maybe it's not, but he has possession for the Patrick 12. Tries to get inside Ollie Moran, and he has won himself the free. Yes, we have to go back to 1955 for the last Ahane victory on this occasion. Here comes the Ahane man again. That's John Meskel. Out to the centre it goes to Sean O'Connor. 56 seconds into injury time. Ahane on their way to a county final victory. The Well trying desperately to hold on to their title. This is the centre forward, John Morrissey. That's the shot and that's the point. A great score by John Morrissey. He has scored a goal in the first and now he has scored a point in the second half. A goal and a point for the centre half forward. The green and gold, it's all over. And so Ahane are the Limerick Senior Hurling Champions of 1998. The final score here in the Gaelic ground. Ahane, 1 goal and 11 points. Patrick 12, 9 points.
A proud moment for the captain of the Ahane team, Kevin Herbert, to receive the Daily Cup from the chairman, Donald Fitzgibbon. That's all for the moment, but a reminder to join us midweek for the next edition of the Munster Game. Munster Club Hurling Championship meeting of the Ahane of Limerick and alongside of Waterford. It promised to be a good game, and the winners would take on the Clare champions in a fortnight's time. Inter-county star Brian Green is out of the Mount Sion selection this afternoon. His place is taken by John Clear in the left half-back position. The side is captained by Ryan McGrath, one of 3 brothers on the Mount Sion selection at centre field. He partners Paul Hammond. His brother Ken is at centre half-forward. The hand of the captain is full-back Kevin Herbert, who plays alongside Alan Collins and Martin Murnane. Ollie Moran, the inter-county stars, at centre half-back. His brother James partners John Meskel at centre field. John Morrissey leads the Ahane attack, with Turlock Herbert due to play at full forward. Jamie O'Mara feeding the ball outside towards Ryan McGrath. Centre field player with Mount Sion, tossing it up towards the corner. John Meany, he's left at half blocked on that occasion. Adrian Smith here intercepting for Ahane. He's one of 3 Smith brothers on this starting selection for Ahane as it breaks favourably towards James Moran, looking for a point. In it goes. Oh, wonderful score by James Moran to the far sideline. And the teams are level at a point apiece. Onside looking to respond through Michael White, sending it in. Oh, it comes off the upright. That was the effort by Michael White, the right half forward for Mount Sion. How unlucky he was. Owen McGrath gives it here to Ryan McGrath, his brother. McGrath sending it high, and it's over the bar. So Mount Sion edge in front of Ahane once again in this game. 3 points against 2. James Moran fumbling at that occasion, trying to win it back. The referee has spotted something, and it's James Moran that has won the free. And it's an opportunity here for Turlock Herbert from a member of the Limerick senior hurling team. Herbert rifling it through those posts for a fine point. Would you believe it? The teams are level yet again. They've been level at 1 apiece, 2 apiece, and now 3 apiece. Then Smith, we've seen little of him in the game so far. Now Tony Brown. Stylish individual is the centre half back of this Mount Sion selection. one of 7 players on the Mount Sion team that are currently part of Gerald McCarthy's inter-county squad. John Mooney playing a nice ball inside. Here's Ken McGrath. He's left it go. Michael White is there. Here's Barry Brown. The shot. Oh, it's somehow deflected out. And in the end, it's there. Michael White scoring the goal for Mount Sion as they move ahead by 3 points. 1 goal and 3 to 3 points. This was Kenny McGrath. He fumbled. The ball, in fact, was kicked forward by Ollie Moore. Tom Eskell made the save. Barry Brown, his second connection, came off from Ollie Moore. Well, unmarked, Michael White put it into the Ahane net. Ahane, centre half back, Ollie Moore. He's brought down. The referee spotted that free. In McGrath, the culprit. Flynn at the court taking charge of this game. Adrian Smith to take this free. Here comes Smith now. It's a long delivery from the wing back, Adrian Smith. It looks a long one, delivered in, and it comes off the upright again at the opposite end of the field. What drama! And it's shoveled out over the end line for a 65. The game's first 65 is to come now with Adrian Smith. It looks a very good strike by Smith, and it's an excellent one. Super point, and Ahane are within striking distance. 3 points, that is, of the team playing at home. Sean O'Connor, one-handed strike forward. Philly Flynn at the Waterford goal. Good clearance as well by Philly Flynn of Mount Sion, batted down by John Meskel towards Joe Grady. Now to John Morrissey. Portick Smith is also there. Brian Flannery. Well, certainly 6 and 7, both the Ahane attack and the Mount Sion defence, and in the end the referee has decided to award a free, and it's in favour of Ahane. And here comes Turlock Herbert, and it's a nice point by Turlock Herbert, his second point of the game, and Ahane within 2 points. Munster Cup Championship of 98 on the Munster game is in association with Vistaltherm. Mount Sion playing into the goal to her right for the second half. This is Michael White. Oh dear, he's left it behind, and Clem Smith is suddenly with him. And Smith has suddenly tangled up with Michael White. Well, it's almost hot. Truth of that is. Here comes the opportunity now for Owen McGrath. Struck in, it's a mistake, and it's a goal. Oh dear, a mix-up between the goalkeeper and the defender for Ahane. And it's Mount Sion's second goal. Tom Eskell was the goalkeeper. The defender was Alan Collins. The result, a goal for Mount Sion. Adrian Smith taking a nice ball to his brother Portick. Portick's looking for the goal. He has to score, and he does. Brilliant score by the left full forward, Portick Smith. Super goal. He's happy. 1 goal and 8 points now are Ahane, and the teams are level. Here he is, going inside. 3 defenders, I make it, onto the right boot. Mikey Sheehy would have been proud of that. Now Tony Brown for Mount Sion. That's blocked down by James Moore. They get back, a difficult ball for himself to win, but he does well. That's James Moore. Already gives it straight now to Tony Brown. Brown is heisting this one inside. It's a dangerous ball. There may be an opportunity. McGrath, and he's his second goal has Owen McGrath, the county minor player. 3-5 now for Mount Sion. He was already thought he could afford a fresh air before the second attempt, putting it past Tom Eskell. Brian Green. This is Michael Fitzgerald of Ahane. He's going forward. Nice ball inside. Turlock Herbert. Is he the man to score a goal? Oh, brilliant save. Billy Flynn. He has played outstanding today. Portick Smith needs support to John Morrissey, but Morrissey has left it behind, and it's Mount Sion coming out and hurling very well in defence are the Waterford champions today. But this, the wonderful stop by Philly Flynn from Herbert. Herbert's shot, it looked to be a goal, had a goal written all over it, but then everybody forgot about Philly Flynn. Sion's goalkeeper now, towards the semi-circle, this one goes. On the ground, score of 2 goals already in this match. This is Barry Brown looking for a point, and Brown picks off a nice score. 3 goals and 7 points now for Mount Sion. Ahane, well, they need a goal. Mike Fitzgerald. Back in to Fitzgerald from Mourne. This is an opportunity now for James Mourne. He's going for it, and he's struck it to the back of the net. Excellent score by the midfielder for Ahane of Limerick, James Mourne. This is Mourne. Well, plenty of confidence shown by the man wearing number 8. What a strike, what a goal. James Mourne involved in a bit of tussle. Oh, back strike there as well on Ryan McGrath. Liam Flynn has spotted it. James Mourne, certainly the guilty party. Mourne involved in a tussle here with the captain of Mount Sion, Ryan McGrath. Oh, that was nasty. And he sent him off, as Liam Flynn, so Ahane will play the closing few minutes of the game with 14 players. James Mourne is off. Michael White with the sideline cut, floated inside, all in his own, and it's a goal. Oh dear, some slack defending certainly in the Ahane defence, and Mount Sion grab their 4th goal of the contest. They went through 2 or 3 players and another goal. Wonderful season celebrations, well done to Mount Sion. 4-10 to 2-10, the full-time score. Clare and the Piercing will be hoping to spring a major surprise here in the second of these semi-finals. They'll be looking to good performances from Martin Cahalan, their right corner-back, and indeed team captain at full-back, Tom Millay. Shane O'Neill slots in nicely at centre-half-back, and Fergal McNamara's midfield partner this afternoon is Aidan Ryan, who has recovered from injury. Inda Kiley plays at centre-half-forward. Ahane are the champions in Limerick after an absence of 43 years. Their centre-field pairing is quite good, Clem Smith alongside James Mourne. Michael Fitzgerald leads the attack, and in the full forward line, Michael Kelly, John Morrissey and Brian Meskel. In defence, the club have gained Finbar McCarthy from Ballybrown. He plays in goal, with Adrian Smith now in at left corner back. On the attacking 65, a hand swing forward that likes to move forward all the time, Sean O'Connor, although it may appear that he's playing on the half-forward line in the early part of this match, certainly. Fergal McNamara from the Piercing, dropping the ball forward. A clash of the ash here. And Herbert committing the foul on Damien Quigley, the Piercing's full forward. Of course, the winner of an All-Star a few seasons back. McCarthy way in there on the goal. Watching it in the Kiley, striking this delightfully between the posts for the opening score of the match. One of the best free takers in club hurling in Limerick, Inda Kiley. Tom Millay having a spot of bother here with Michael Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald having been fouled, presenting the opportunity for Turlock Herbert to tie up the game at a point apiece. Herbert, he's equally as good as Inda Kiley when it comes to taking frays. He's made the match level, point each. Falls nicely here for Ahane. John Meskel. Going to be very little between these teams, I reckon. Ollie Ward with a splendid sideline cut, delivered towards the semicircle. Michael Fitzgerald is out to greet it. His attempted shot for a point knocks down. Certainly fell short. Now it's James Mourne. Snapshot by him. That's a good point. James Mourne, he's a very quick and a very athletic individual on this Ahane team. And losing out on this occasion, it's John Cormack turning and striking. Fine point. His first of the afternoon. Would you believe it? They're level once more. Dermot Madigan, Fergal McNamara beaten to it on that occasion. All the way down towards the full forward line, and John Morrissey. Highly quick for the Piercing. James Mourne tossing it to his right. Sean O'Connor's already scored one great point. Now make that 2. Sean O'Connor. That's still a county minor. That point putting his team ahead by the narrowest of margins, 5 points to 4. Michael Kelly, who started at centre field alongside Clem Smith. This one whipped in towards the full forward line. Herbert is there. Brilliant save. A brilliant save at the expense of a point by John Fitzgerald. Turlock Herbert picked it up neatly. 15 to 16 metres out from the goal. Well, he did everything right, but Fitzgerald did everything right also in his job as goalkeeper for Piercing. He zooms here with his throw-in. Tom Millay, the ball squirts loose, but the Piercing are back there in numbers and managed to sweep it away towards their defensive 65. Damien Quigley has lost out as he watches Ahane drop in another point. So a third point this afternoon in the first half for Sean O'Connor. Well, they have taken a deflection, but Adrian Smith is playing exceptionally well at left corner back, as is Sean O'Connor. 7 on 7, O'Connor and Hickey. Here comes Sean O'Connor, sending it down, another point. Well, really, Sean O'Connor is doing no wrong so far in this match. John Fitzgerald's goal puck out. That's the end of the first half. And at the break, Ahane lead by a margin of 4 points. Ahane 11 points, Piercing 7 points. Mike Mead of Ballylanders tossing the ball in between two players. Now breaks to John Cormack. That shot is well short, and Finbar McCarthy was lucky to gather it on the goal line under quite an amount of pressure in the part of this second half. Once more, it's Cormack. He was the player that gave the Piercing their famous win against Gary Spillane a week earlier at this venue. And again, everything revolving around Cormack as he's won the 3. 5 points in the first half. Well, it didn't look all that sweet, but it's over the crossbar. That's what counts. So another point for Invercargill. Margin separating Ahane and the Piercing now down to 4 points. Donald Hickey coming more and more into the match. John Cormack has slipped inside his marker. That's Declan Fitzgerald. Cormack, point number 2 for the lively corner forward from County Tipperary. Oh, clever ball by John Mescal. Nick Fitzgerald, however, has lost out here to Donald Hickey. Fergal McNamara in turn has lost out. Michael Kelly's shot has been well blocked down. Kelly, however, managing to bring the ball forward as far as the attacking 20-metre line for the county champions Ahane. Sean O'Connor released outside to John Morrissey. The angle is exceptionally tight, but Morrissey manages to squeeze it between the uprights and increase Ahane's lead once more to 3 points. Now the Piercing are threatening. This is Damien Quigley. Hasn't scored so far in the game. That's all about to change now. The full forward, Fernan Piercing, has cut Ahane's lead down to just 2 points. Ahane, of course, we said, were playing well within themselves in the first half of the game, and now there's a goal. There's a goal at the opposite end of the field. When we mentioned Ahane, well, here's the chance to see the goal again. Cathal Meanahan will have to get the credit for this goal. So Damien Quigley was quite close as well. He didn't get a touch to it, however, and neither did Finbar McCarthy in the Ahane goal, and suddenly the Piercing are in front. Ahane, however, winning a free. So this, I'm sure, giving the opportunity to Turlock Herbert surely to put it over the crossbar. Here he is. Yes, he's going for the point. That's the wise thing to do. He ties up the game. 16 points to 1 goal and 13. And that's it. There's time for no more at Portrugail. Ahane have rescued a draw. 16 points to 113. That's the full-time score. That's the full-time score. Skill is replaced by Joe O'Grady at right corner forward, and in the opposite corner, Padraig Smith comes in place of John Morrissey. It's Michael Fitzgerald that would play at full forward. The centre field partnership today for the county champions Ahane is that of John Mescal and James Moran. The half-back line is quite firm, with Clem Smith, the team captain, right half-back, Ollie Moran and Adrian Smith. Kevin Herbert is at full-back, and Ahane have been boosted this season by the addition of Finbar McCarthy, formerly of Ballybrown. One of the great servants of Limerick hurling over the years is Donald Barry. He's in the full-back line for Kilmallock today, alongside Mark Cronin and Shane O'Grady. Dave Clark occupies the centre half-back position, and Kilmallock will be looking to big performances this afternoon from their midfield pairing of Mike Houlihan and John Fitzgerald. Pat Barrett takes his place at centre half forward. Mike Houlihan with this early sideline cut, testing the Ahane defence. There's possibly an opportunity for Kieran Dwyer, and his shot is smothered, and eventually it's cleared away by Martin Murnan. That's a long clearance by Murnan. Ahane playing with the aid of the breeze in the first half. James Moore adding to that one, bringing play to the attacking 45. Nice ball here for Brian Meskel, looking for the game's opening point. The young wing forward, and he puts it over the crossbar. That's a good point. The pass hasn't been supplied by Turlock Herbert, the player on the opposite wing. Kieran Dwyer inside, loose ball. Alan Collins, shot blocked down. This is Adrian Smith. Forward it goes to Sean O'Connor. O'Connor's at halfway into the centre. This is John Meskel. Meskel dropping it short. Mark Cronin watching it all the time, and winning the free from Jason O'Mahony of Kildimo. There's a long free by David Clark to the near sideline. Clem Smith batting it down to centre field and winning it. Now losing out to Anthony Maguire. That's a huge effort by him. Blocked partially inside by Martin Murnan. His fullback is there. That's Kevin Herbert. Ball released to Ollie Moore, and once again a free has been awarded. That's superbly fetched by Clem Smith. Brian Meskel. This is James Moore trying his look from almost halfway. That's a slender point. Good point by the centre field player James Moore, brother of Ollie Moore, the Limerick captain in '99. Anthony Maguire thought it was a bit too much about that. James Moore adding to it. Davy Clark sweeping it away to the far sideline now for Kilmallock. There's a bit of a battle on over there, and the referee has indicated that the free will be for Kilmallock on that far sideline. The crowd officially 9,040. That's Mike Houlihan drilling in a super point. That's Kilmallock's first point of the afternoon, and they pare back the deficit to just a single point. Well beyond halfway on this occasion. Inside the attacking 45 it goes. This is James Moore looking for his second point of the first half. And he scores to open up a 2-point gap now. And the team in front. It appears that James Moore is now playing at centre half forward of this Ahane team. That's Ollie Moore losing out. Support behind with Alan Collins. Collins plays it forward. This is Clem Smith. Good play by Kieran Dwyer, getting in the block down. Portick Hanley adding to it for Kilmallock. Now to his full forward line, and Portick Tobin. He's within scoring distance. A genuine scoring chance availed of by Portick Tobin, who from an early part of this game has switched corners with Portick Hanley. Ross Nelligan leaving it here now for Pat Babs Barrett. At the half forward with Kilmallock. This is Portick Tobin. Alan Collins winning it on this occasion. Managing to get it clear as far as Ollie Moore. Half backline are hurling well for Ahane. Clem Smith on that occasion. There's Turlock Herbert. This is Anthony Maguire appearing in the picture now. Back inside to Herbert. Dropped it short, and it's Donald Barry that's away and gets in a great clearance. At centre field, Ahane once again picking up the pieces. This time it's Sean O'Connor. O'Connor driving it down. That's a great point. That's a tremendous point by Sean O'Connor. And Ahane suddenly have a 5-point advantage. Mike Houlihan all bottled up on that occasion. Maurice Nelligan, Clem Smith. It's anybody's ball at the moment. James Connery eventually goes forward as far as the attacking 45. Portick Tobin on the second attempt, managing to drive the ball down the centre. Clem Smith, the Ahane captain, is fouled, and the free is for Ahane. Now taken by Ollie Moore. Moore launching himself behind this one, in and top his full forward line, and as ever it's Donald Barry that's there. Now Anthony Maguire. Dave Clark, as well as Joe O'Grady. O'Grady did exceptionally well on that occasion. James Moore tossing it in towards the centre. This is danger now for Kilmallock. Portick Smith, the shot, it's wide. Michael Fitzgerald, half a chance I reckon there of a goal. Portick Smith hand passed it forward. Mark Cronin was coming. Finbar McCarthy. Fitzgerald did get a touch to it. He went right of that right and upright. Just field play now, being won by James Moore. It's well brought down now by Turlock Herbert. He's scored quite a few points this afternoon. Is this another one? It is. Ahane in front by 5 points now, 7 points to 2. Look under a little bit of pressure now. Anthony Maguire. Ian Dwyer at the far sideline. Managing to get it over towards the near sideline, but it goes a little bit astray. And it's Brian Meskel tossing it forward now. Trying to involve his full forward line. Again, Smith tossing it to the left. Turlock Herbert adding to it. It's Donald Barry that's back here. Yet again for Kilmallock. What a great servant, 36 years of age. The winner of 2 county medals in the 90s with his club Kilmallock, 92 and 94, and another one back in the mid-80s. Ben Smith, the Ahane captain, won his first county senior medal 12 months ago. And Donald Barry stood his ground on that occasion. The referee is having none of it, and he has indicated that the free is for Ahane, very much in a scoring position. So the name of Donald Barry has been noted by Jason O'Mahony. Freeze behind him. Turlock Herbert strikes it over the crossbar. Good point by Herbert. And Ahane is punched now by 2 clear goals. That's Pat Connery. Kevin Herbert inside. Full back play now for Ahane.